you are saying that NFSC will go in abeyance.
Person will get sense.
You saw in Cote d'Ivoire what NFSC achieved in bringing almost everybody together. All these prodigal children.
Chief, everything's not about age. Chief, everything's not about age.
But the parent body is NFSC.
This is Sports Zone on Lagos Talks 91.3.
A set of guests in the studio. I remember I did say yesterday that the Nigeria Football Supporters Club, yeah, and all the other supporters club met someplace, whether in Abuja, I've been at Lagos, so I have no idea. But they have come to a resolution. All 6 factions
Wonderful.
of the supporters club have come to a resolution.
Wow.
Yeah? So let me just keep you informed. Let's keep you informed here on Sports Zone. Yeah? The different factions signed an MOU on the 13th of February this year. And those in attendance, all the factions, the Super Eagles Supporters Club, the Football Fans Club of Nigeria, Nigeria Eagles Supporters Club, All Sports Supporters Club, Authentic Nigeria Football and Allied Sports Supporters Club. Now, wow. And then and then finally the Nigeria Football Supporters Club. Now, all of whom are recognized supporters groups for Nigerian football, and they came together and they came to a resolution. Now, what it says, yeah, is that all parties have agreed in principle to unify under a single organization named the Nigerian Football and Sports Supporters Group. Nigeria Football and Sports Supporters Group, NFSSG, all in a bid to promote harmony and effective support for Nigerian sports teams. Now, I will allow our guests to tell you exactly what the MOU is all about, yes, but those who signed this document,
Signatures plenty there.
plenty signatures. Prince Vincent Okumagba, one of the signatories. Ambassador Kemi Ogunfuwa, yeah, also signed. Honorable Sunday Gulong also signed. Mr. Bayomi Ogunjimi signed the document. And finally, Reverend Samuel Ikpeya also signed the document. And this was embossed by Oke-Obi. Oke-Obi is the legal representative of the Nigeria Football Federation. So this document, this MOU here before us, is binding by all of these people. Good to have you here, Reverend Samuel Ikpeya.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Nigerians and all of us of Lagos Talks.
And a spokesperson of what used to be the Nigeria Football Supporters Club is also here as well. Last time he was here, I referred to him as what did I call him again that time?
No, you called him his own name.
Chief Darlington something.
Momo.
I called you Momo
Yes.
instead of Umoru. I apologize again. Chief Darlington, how are you? Regular listener on the show. How are you this morning?
A point of correction, please. A point of correction, please.
Kilo day.
Not an organ, not a body that used to be.
But you've all agreed, no?
The NFSC is still there as a registered entity that can sue and be sued. So I do not understand what you meant when you're saying a club of 70 years used to be.
Wait. Okay, let's leave Chief out.
Okay.
Reverend Ikpeya is here. He's the chairman of the Nigeria Football Supporters Club. Reverend, am I wrong in my assertion? Because as far as this document is concerned, which you signed, it tells us that all of these former clubs is null and void. Am I right?
It's not null and void because they are not registered. The committee you have in place is a committee set up for unification, and they have to put a groundwork to bring all of this together, which is by next year when the general election will be conducted. So the name you just mentioned is not a name that has been registered. is a suggested name to use for the MOU. If you want to register a name with the CAC, you have to suggest 3 names. The CAC will pick a name that is okay for them, and they will let you know this is the one that they have picked. Then you go on with your registration. So this is not that. At that meeting, I did ask a question. What is that name about? They say it's just a suggested name because they want to have an MOU. It can still be changed. So for now, that's what we have.
Okay, I said I wasn't sure where this meeting took place, whether it was in Lagos or in Abuja. Where did this happen?
Yes, it was at Abuja NFF conference room.
Okay.
That was where we got that. I think that the first meeting, I think it took place on February 6th, which happens to be my birthday. And we're all there. In that meeting, you have the president himself, Ibrahim Gusso. You have the GS, Dr. Sanusi. Austin Eguavon as head of technical. You have the legal advisor, Sabari Sauki. Head of marketing, one Mr. Ali and one other lady. They were all there. And the 6th group that you just mentioned. And what the president said, I think he said, the reason for that meeting is just 3 reasons. One, all over the world, in their national team, you don't have 6 supporters group supporting one national team. This is one national team, one Nigeria. Why will we be having various group supporting the national team? That is not helping giving Nigeria a good image. It's not giving the players the necessary inspiration that they need to have at the field of play. And it's an embarrassment to the NFF themselves. So they want us to come together as one. Number 2, he mentioned that you can see that they realize that we are spending our money. And the NFF, they are not making contribution. And several times you have got to some corporate bodies in the video, and they will call them to say, we have letters from 3 supporters here or 4 supporters here. We don't know they want to take. And they don't want to just take side. So they want all of this to stop so that they will be able to get sponsors and share us. And the 3rd reason was that our national team, we are struggling to qualify. We have played about 4 matches, and we are nowhere. We have 6 go. So they are doing everything humanly possible, bring all stakeholders on board to ensure that we qualify and not to lose that back-to-back on the World Cup. Okay. So that was exactly what happened.
Okay. Part of the agreement, as far as this MOU is concerned, and I'm reading in part, says the NFSSC, shall operate as a non-profit, non-partisan, and independent organization recognized by the Football Federation.
Yeah.
What it also says in Article 1.3 is that all previous factions shall be dissolved and absorbed into NFSSC under this agreement, which is why I said what I said. You know, there's also an interim management committee. Yes, this IMC is to oversee.
Is to they have an assignment, and one of the assignment is, to reconcile all the bodies, all the parties, and the second assignment is for them to set up a constitutional committee that will bring out the framework of the constitution that will enable either the registration or that will guide the entire body. And the 3rd assignment is to set up an electoral body in 9 months' time, after this sign of the constitution, that will not conduct election to bring in the leaders who is going to lead as the
that's where.
So what they are doing, that the process the NMC that is undergoing is a process of unification.
Yeah,
trying to bring the other thing together. So if it is well handled, then we'll have it. But if it's not well handled by them, then you know that we have an issue.
Okay, so this IMC is supposed to organize an election. Yes.
Yeah, they are to set up
a committee
for the election in 9 months' time. That is 3 months to the election.
Okay. This IMC should compose of a chairman, a vice chairman, a secretary general, a treasurer, financial secretary, and public relations officer. Now, what is key here is that this document says that any individual that partakes in the interim committee will not be eligible to contest in the general elections.
Yeah, thank you for that. That was what happened. Because before we got in there, when they bring the MOU, they brought the MOU before us because some parties were there before, lobbying for positions. And when they brought the MOU, they said they're going to have president, general, vice president, secretary general, about 12 positions. And when we saw it, we said, it's a committee. If it's a committee, have you ever seen an ad where any committee answer president, general, or what have you? That is supposed to be chairman. And again, if it's a committee for unification, you don't need to have that large number. So each group representative have to come out with one person to make it 6 of them in that committee. Then, at any given time, you can have maybe one of the NFF staff, the NSC staff, and outsider to be an observer to that committee. So that is what up there.
So wherein lies the problem? Because I've heard people whisper in my ear. By the way, who are the people who want to serve in this interim committee? Do you know those people?
Yes, the people I want, because why the first time when they come after we have agreed, Barrister Obida said, okay, each of the group must be represented in this committee. This is position.
Mm-hmm.
And he now said, okay, we will choose among ourselves. We'll vote who will serve in the committee. Then one of us, Dr. Dagana, I think you failed to mention his name there, from Osport, the recent group there. He now stood up to say, yes, one of the crises and the problem is power source and sit tight in the supporters club. That is what is causing the problem. And for anyone that will serve in this committee, that they will not be eligible to contest.
It's in the document
for the election. For the election,
everybody signed now.
Yes, that is what is said.
Yeah.
So everybody, some people wanted to kick against it, but Barrister Ovi said no. If I have to be the president of NFF, I would have instructed all of you to go back to where you are coming from, the mother body of the supporters club, because you all complain of Dr. Ladipo sitting tight, you don't want to leave and everything, and all of you have registered this thing, and I want you to know that without fear or favor, all your club is a personal business.
Okay, let me understand something.
Yeah.
So people who want to serve in this IMC,
who are serving
will
not
not
want to
partake.
The committee is already up.
It's on.
Okay.
It's on, yeah.
Okay. So people who are these people? And I want to know. I want to know who the 6 people are.
If you have Vincent Okomaba.
Okay. As what?
The one.
As
the
what?
chairman for the Super Eagles supporters.
No. In
What
this,
is
what
this?
role?
Interim
Chairman.
Yes, what's his role?
Vincent
Yes.
Okomagba.
He's the
Chairman.
chairman. Okay.
Then you have Sonny Gulong as the secretary.
Okay.
You have Dr. Dagana as the treasurer. You have Amaka Okedade as the FinSec, and the one Aja from Kano as the PRO.
Okay. So out of all these people that you've mentioned, which of them still wants to contest the general election, despite it being in black and white here?
No, them is eligible to contest.
But no, from what I hear, somebody.
That's rumor you are hearing
that is
now.
a rumor.
You are hearing rumor, but
Yeah.
he is telling you that
I'm
none
coming.
of them is eligible.
You see, that is why I'm moving. That is why I'm here, because I was actually waiting for the NFF that conducted that initiated this this peace meeting to but have make statement. And they have not make statement. I was trying to judge the press because press has been calling me. But when the news, what you just said now, is fitting around, somebody saying that is the president general is this, and he can still conduct election again. So I have to come so that we'll be able to clear the air. It is written black and white. Once you serve in that committee, you are not eligible.
Let me ask a direct question.
Okay, go on.
From what I hear, yeah, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. What I hear is that Vincent Okumagba, who is serving as the chairman of this committee, also wants to run for the election.
Did you say this?
Am I? No.
That is what I have been telling people. That is part of the confusion.
So if
the committee was set for them for unification process to unify, bring everybody together, but it's selling wrong information to people, and it's even creating more damage than we are thinking that we want to do. That is why I said the NFF have to just have to be careful.
Okay.
Because you call other people, you tell them you are the president general, you are the one that is going to be there. Nobody can stop you from contesting like that. But the document is there.
And it's legally.
Okay, we need to go on a break. So my
Okay.
question now, going to a break, is How peaceful is this peaceful resolution now?
For now.
But let's quickly take a break. Okay.
I'll take a few more messages.
Yeah.
This says, Femi, you and Uncle Charlie just won wine chief this morning. On their response and vibes, if this resolution no go their way, then no go green. I beg, help me tell Chief, say, even though it is 70 years, may them give room for new ideas, I beg. Just the hot club.
Okay, so Chief Darlington, is he right in his belief that if it doesn't go your way, which I don't even know what your way means, but if it doesn't go your way, say when I no go agree. And what does that mean? In your understanding, what does that mean?
Charles, the chairman has told you in clear terms.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke very slowly, and I'm sure you understood every bit of word that came out of his mouth. He has said that a committee has been set up and the NFSC is involved, and that committee is meant to create room for reconciliation. And then they are given 3 targets to achieve, and he has named them to you. At the moment, that is ongoing. This steering committee is supposed to serve, all of this is supposed to last for 9 months. At the end of 9 months, perhaps an election would not properly hold. If all of these targets set by the NFF before the NFSC and the others stands, and then we'll now have a proper election that will now bring in the proper people to steer a body. But that does not mean that NFSC will now go in abeyance. So I like us to understand that, like you started by saying.
I don't understand.
What would you not? What do you not?
Well, let me. So just so we're clear, are you saying that at the end of the day, yeah, if we go by this new name, let's just imagine that if we go by this new name and everybody agrees after the job has been done by the IMC, that the Nigeria Football Supporters Club will still be in existence? Is that what you're saying?
Let me also ask you, Charles.
No, is a yes or no? No.
No, you cannot. It's not. You cannot give me a close-ended question to give you a close-ended answer. Let me also ask you, Charles. Are you saying that if this thing scales through the way as it is now, and NFF playing its proper role, and you are saying that NFSC will go in abeyance or should go in abeyance?
That's how I understand it to be.
I want you to say yes or no.
You said now that I can't give you open-ended.
No, I said I can't give you a close-ended.
Like I said,
answer.
it's what I understand. If you're all agreeing,
Mr. Charles, during the time of this meeting, presided over by Barrister Obi, I think the man that is the interim chairman, he mentioned something when they were talking about the registration. He said, I have a contract with some companies for sponsorship for 3 years. Are you asking me that I should dump them? That they're going to sue him for breach of contract.
No, but why can't?
So yes, that's at all. And we said, okay, the process we are going now is a unification process, and we allow everybody to go and talk. If wherever you're having business, you go and let them know that okay, this is what is coming in future, or this is what is coming ahead. So you settle all of those things, then before you come on board. So what we say having here like that is the universal process that is going, and we are praying that everything goes well. That the people in that place, they do what they are supposed to do. The NFF that initiated something, they also take their role to stand like that on. Then I think
but in reality, if a man has a supposed 3-year contract with whatever organization, because of a company that he's set up for whatever reason, and you all have agreed signing this MOU saying that we're coming under one body.
We're coming under one body.
Does the company that you signed a contract with, person make sense? Do you not now go to the body that is now the supervisory body of all of them to sign that deal with the body, knowing because the honest truth is, Chief, you don't. That's why there's always a problem, because people seem to identify more with the personality
Yeah.
as against the organization and what they serve, which is wrong. So I really think that this IMC, this committee has a lot of work to do.
A lot of.
And the assignments, for the interim management committee is that they shall undertake the following. Number one, establish a reconciliation committee.
Yeah.
Formation of a constitution drafting committee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Opening an official bank account,
Yeah.
which is very key. Ensuring that all support, grants, and sponsorship received for the new body shall be processed through the official account. Review of existing contracts. Restriction on individual agreements, which is what I just spoke of now.
Yes.
Organization of the first national convention. That's their responsibility. So anybody who has a contract with anybody that says it's for 5 years,
5 years, you go back.
You have to go back and
review
exactly.
the atom. So say, okay, we are
You know?
coming. Then if you want to sign with the new body, if at the end of it you have it atom, then it's left for you. Yeah, so that's it. So you have it there. You also have again. They said the MO said that in that part of the assignment, whatever grant you have, whatever thing that is coming, should be shared equally without any among the 6 group.
Sorry, I'd like to ask a question. This was a question I asked.
No, did you hear what
No,
he just said?
yes. There.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yes.
Charles, did you hear that? It's in the MOU that whatever grant comes should be shared amongst the 6 groups. So what does
What is
that
that
tell you?
particular-
That the 6 groups still exist.
No, tell Charles.
No, I'm asking
Face him.
because the reason I'm asking
Look
is
at the document and face Charles.
guy, don't be me right them now.
Hey, but you are asking
neither are you the one that
question.
signed it. But what you're trying to say now is that what if in future there are aggrieved parties? Does this agreement you're having now prevent creation of more factions?
We don't know. We can't tell that. That is not for us because we don't encourage
Look, I really
the
don't.
creation of more factions.
I really don't understand.
NFSC has been doing all it could to bring everybody back. I have said this. You are making me sound like a broken record.
Okay,
And
Chief.
I told you how far NFSC has achieved that. You saw in Cote d'Ivoire what NFSC achieved in bringing almost everybody together, aside from one person.
Chief, there's a question here for you.
Well,
Right, so it says, let's understand. For instance, one of the other factions, right? A member of that faction becomes president.
Kemi.
I don't want to call names.
It says if Kemi becomes president with the new name, would you drop NFSC and follow Mrs. Kemi?
Kemi is not even contesting for the seat of president, so he can never contest.
You've already said, you started sharing, I think they've already
She
said-
has always.
even before then, everybody have applied to NFF, the president. This apply. I want to go for president. I want to apply for secretary. I want to apply for this.
So who's applying for?
Everybody.
So who is the name we mentioned also applying for the president of the...
Reverend, are you applying?
At any
Reverend,
time,
are
at
you?
any time. I want to clear that issue. At any time, Kemi has not vowed for the post of.
No, not Kemi. We mentioned the name before Kumagba. Is he also contesting for the
who-
president?
Who is the name?
You mentioned the name that...
Kemi is the name you mentioned.
No.
from
There was a name we mentioned first. For
No,
the
it's
Vincent.
Vincent.
Vincent Okumagba.
Vincent Okumagba is the name
It's
I
Vincent
mentioned.
Okumagba.
Yes. Well, is he contesting?
He's the chairman of the
He's the chairman
interim
of the
committee.
NFSC.
So, but
cannot
you
contest.
said some people had reached out to the NFF about...
No, that
Before
was before
now.
before the MOU was signed.
Reverend, are you a member of the committee? You're not.
No, not a member of the committee.
Are you contesting for the presidency?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Is it about contesting or
is
is his right? Is the right of the NFSC to be the president of the whatever body that will come on board?
Chief, this is a democracy.
right.
This is a democracy
No,
now. It's a
right.
democracy.
It's a right.
It's not a right. It's a democracy where we did.
Why is it the right?
Eh?
It's a right because NFSC is 70. And then all these prodigal children.
Chief, everything's
Yeah,
not about
under
age.
one-
Chief,
under-
everything's not about age.
But the parent body is NFSC. Yes, argue it.
So, Chief, are you
Counter
saying that?
me.
Are you saying that anybody else who emerges as
The most qualified
wait
person
now?
is Reverend Samuel Oyemeda Chair.
Okay, wait,
Of the
wait,
NFSC.
Chief, wait now. Are you saying that if for whatever reason somebody else is elected as president, that you will not agree?
Let me take it slowly. Let me say it slowly so that you can read my lips. I need you to bend down your head so that you can see my face. Charles, it is not in context that anybody will become the executive chairman or president of anybody that will stir supportership or fan base from Nigeria. We are the only recognized body by FIFA, CAF, and other bodies.